Hi guys, this evening I thought I'd do a little video on this pedal. Now this is one of the original Mark 1 versions of the T-Rex Mudhoney. I have a feeling that players, I don't know if this is fully true, but I'm a big fan of Joanne Shaw Taylor, and I don't know if she actually played one of these pedals or owned one of these pedals. Anyway, and that's why she got the song title Mudhoney. I mean, that might not be the case, but I just thought I would show you one of these I picked up. It's original one, not quite the original one, because the original ones had like the T-Rex sort of dinosaur symbol on them. This is the one after. I think they only made a few of them early ones with the dinosaur on the bottom, and it was slightly different here, but everything else was the same from what I'm aware. So this is one of the original early ones, and it's made in Denmark. They do make the Mudhoney still. They make a version with a dual switch. So you've got basically two Mudhoneys, and you can have one as a rhythm and then one as a lead, because this boost button actually gives you basically two different circuits. You've got, when you put it in, I think it changes the circuit and it's a more distorted sound. It's a little bit fuzzy. It's a little bit fuzz face, but not quite fuzz face. It's kind of in between a rat and a fuzz face, if you get that. It's like it touches on fuzz in the higher setting, but actually in the lower gain setting it's very glassy sounding, very much like you know, not a tube screamer, but it's a very light overdrive. The DOD Looking Glass, it sounds a little bit like that, which is a famous overdrive pedal. These came out, I think, late 2007. I think these come out roughly around 2007. Could be wrong. I think that was the date originally the Mudhoney came out. But obviously this is, what, 15 years old, I guess now, this pedal. And you just don't see many of them, and ones on Reverb are quite a big price. And I mean, I'm not saying it's rare, but they're not as common as the newer one with the two switches. Which is, apparently people say that those Mudhoneys don't sound the same as the original Mark 1. And I've had one of them newer ones, and I can see where they're coming from. I was disappointed, but when I bought this, I was very inspired, and yeah, I can see why people used to love it. But into today, 2025, I think, like a lot of pedals, like the Sparkle Drive and pedals, and some of the MXR pedals, they've just got forgotten about. So they're at the moment in 2025, I don't know if it's because people need money, but they're not as expensive as they were, or they're not as hyped up as they were. They've sort of a little bit forgotten about, a bit like Cole Martin pedals. But what a great pedal. And yeah, going back to, you know, sort of Joanne Shaw Taylor days, when she put out her first album, White Sugar. this pedal sort of reminds me of that. I don't know why. I think it's because it all came out roughly the same time. She might have never actually owned or played a Mudhoney, but it's all around the same period. So, but yeah, should we plug it in? Should we see how it sounds? So I've plugged the Mudhoney in with a 9-volt power supply, as you can see. I've got everything at 12 o'clock. We'll start there and then we'll just see how we go. And then we'll get into the high gain setting. I'm using my Gibson Melody Maker today. Really nice guitar. Yeah, so, and I'm using the Black Star ID Core 20 watt Moline amp. It does the job. So yeah, let's do it. So I've got the Gibson Melody Maker plugged in. This is the clean tone. I've got it set up as well with 11s actually now. So last time I played the guitar on the channel, I had it set up with 9s. Well, I didn't have it set up at all. I was playing it as it was, and it was a great guitar. But now I've got the string gauge, which I prefer. But let's carry on with the video. So this is the clean tone. There's a little bit of a reverb. Can you hear it? Just a little bit, but nothing else. No other effect. It's a clean tone. Okay, everything at 12 o'clock in the low gain setting, and this is what the Mudhoney sounds like. So yeah, as you can hear, you've got a little bit more gain than maybe some overdrive pedals out there, but it's very glassy sounding. Which is very much like the Looking Glass, DOD. If you look that up, that's why it's called the Looking Glass. So as soon as I lower the gain to 10 o'clock, it definitely becomes a really light overdrive pedal. Cleans up well. As you can hear, by doing a few Henrik's licks, it cleans up really well. Yeah, great for country as well. Cool. So if I put the tone up, if I put it right up, it sounds very shrilly and thin with a single coil guitar. I mean, with a better amp, it'd sound better with a valve amp or my Orange amp, which I use for my gigs, but I'm just using it through the Black Star. But I have tried it with the Orange, and it sounded incredible as using it with a dirty amp and using it without any dirt off the Orange amp. It sounded incredible. So if I bring the tone to 10 o'clock, sounds a bit muddy, like the Mudhoney. These are new strings on this Gibson, so they've not gone out of tune yet, but if they do, that'll be the reason. Right, if I bring the gain right up on the low gain setting, and the tone is around 10 o'clock, and I'm leaving the level where it is, so I don't want the video to distort. Very good for swamp blues, you know. So if I turn the tone knob to 12 o'clock, with the gain on full in the low setting, sounds very much like I would say very much like sort of your light overdrive tube screamer type thing. Not exactly a tube screamer, but it ain't far off. So when you go into the other circuit, you press the button and you're into fuzz sort of zone. It's very fuzzy now. Don't it sound brilliant? Don't it sound good? Now, the newer version does not sound as good as this. Yeah, definitely doesn't sound as good. Very cool. Sounds even better with my Orange amp, but it sounds very good. I used it with a humbucker as well with the Orange amp, and it sounded really good as well. And it sounds really good with a single coil guitar, as you can hear. Great for slide as well. If you had a slide, if you're a slide player, get one of these. I reckon it's going to go up in price, you know. again eventually. And yeah, I mean, if you turn the gain down at 2 o'clock in the fuzz position, still a lot of drive there. Yeah, it's great. Turn the tone up. Turn the tone around 3 o'clock. Sounds good. With single coil pickups, it sounds great as well. Cool. Love it. Turn the gain down now. We'll leave the tone at 3 o'clock. We turn the gain down to 10 o'clock. Yeah, so very 70s as well. Yes. And yeah, so that's the difference between on a low gain setting with the you know, the fuzz, the higher gain setting. This is the fuzz sound, but the gain's still low. Then you turn the boost switch, you know, just press that. You got into a lower gain. Yeah. Fuzz switch again. You can see what I mean about the rack sort of influence, because the rack pedal's quite good as well on a low gain setting as well, and this has that. It has that ability to go low to high. See you for the next video. Like and subscribe to Lost Groove Music. Thank you very much, everybody.